Hello students, good morning to all of you. Am I audible? Yesterday we were discussing about this theorem, right? So this part was done and that part more or less done. Any doubt in second this reverse part, converse part? The theorem was a connected graph is Eulerian if and only if all the vertices of the C are even. That means have even degree. Okay? Any doubt in this one? Converse part, Q implies P. Yes? No one have any doubt? Hmm? Okay. So we just proved this by using induction method on the number of edges m, because that circuit contains all the edges, right? We proved this one. That is first step is what? Take m is equal to 0, then it is true, right? For induction hypothesis, you assume it is true for m and then true for m plus 1. Okay. So what is given? Degree is even, and if degree is even means it and the graph is connected means it will be at least 2. So G will be having a cycle. Yesterday we discussed about that lemma, right? That statement we are using here. So if this cycle contains all the cycle of all the edges of G, then it becomes Eulerian circuit. Otherwise, what you do, you construct one more graph after excluding the edges of this cycle. We are not excluding the vertices. Vertices are remaining same. The degree of this as the cycle consists of two edges incident with all the vertices through which it passes, right? So degree will be even minus 2. Okay. The degree of all those vertices through which the cycle passes, that will be decreased by 2. Okay. So that is again even. Okay. And size is decreased by at least 3. Okay, so at most size will be m minus 2. If G dash is connected, then by using induction hypothesis, we explained that it is true, right? With size m minus 2, which is less than up to m, right? In that range up to m, and as well as decrease even, so it will contain the Eulerian circuit. Hence, G dash is your Eulerian graph, or GDS contains Eulerian circuit, and then combined with this circuit, combined with this cycle, it then form the Eulerian circuit for G. Clear? If it is disconnected, GDS is disconnected, then same is happening with each component. There will be at least 2 components. So suppose G1, G2, G3 are these components, then obviously the size as well as order reduced, right? For these component G1 dash, G2 dash, and G3 dash. So according to our induction hypothesis, there exists Eulerian circuit for G1, one for G2 dash, and one for G3 dash. And combining all these Eulerian circuit with this cycle will give you Eulerian circuit for the bigger graph, that is G. Okay? Any doubt? Is there any doubt? Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now you are audible.
And second method also you can prove this converse part. Q implies P by using this one. You can consider T be the maximum length trail. Okay, and then you show that this T contains all the edges as well as it is containing that is it is closed trail, that is initial and final points are same. Okay, so T is the maximum length trail we have considered U to V. So we are just claiming it is nothing but close. Okay, if not close means its endpoints are not same, then T will start at U and T will end at V. Okay, so by this criteria, as degree of U and V both are even, here degree even and here also degree even, so it has to contain one more edge, like here W, this one VW, VW edge is also there, that is V is adjacent to one more vertex, that is VW, right? Degree of V is even because so V is incident with at least one more edge, that is VW. VW, and that is not present on T. Why? We have already taken this T with the maximum length trail up to V. You're not saying this is U to W trail. U to V we have considered. Okay. Now you add this UWH, VWH, sorry, VWH to T, and you will be having greater length than the maximum length trail T. Okay, this will become T test, some other trail that will be having one more length because it has one more edge than T. So that is a contradiction. Why contradiction? Because T was the trail with maximum length. More than that length, not possible. So whatever we have assumed is wrong. Why this we got this such wrong? We have assumed something wrong, and that something wrong is U is not equal to V. So U has to be equal to V. So T is nothing just this is U to U trail. Okay, that means T is closed trail and closed trail is your circuit C. Okay, if this circuit contains all the we have shown that this contains a circuit. Okay, for a given even degree for all the vertices, T contains a circuit C. Okay, if this contains all the edges of this graph G, then this will be Eulerian. Then G will be Eulerian graph. If it does not contain some edges of G, then what you do, we'll be doing some same thing that we did in the last proof. That is, you can take H, you can construct one more graph H by deleting edges of the circuit C from G. And as we are not removing any vertex, so vertex of G and H are same, only edges are reduced. Degree of H is also even because with on the circuit also you have even degree, and so even minus even it will be again even. So you are left with all the vertices with in H it is having even degree. Then what you do? There, in the similar way, what you consider T is the maximum length trail in H, and then you ended up getting the Eulerian circuit in H, right? And then you club with that union that Eulerian circuit of H with this circuit C, you'll be getting all the edges covered in C. Means to say, if you add two circuit, then also it is giving you a circuit. Clear? So that's how the circuit exists. And whenever Eulerian circuit, that means Eulerian graph. So we are attaching the CDS with C, that earlier circuit that happened in G. Okay? By adding all these, we will be getting a bigger circuit, and that will be working as Eulerian circuit. Clear? Any doubt? Yes, any doubt? G is
No, ma'am.
predicted graph G is Eulerian if and only if all the vertices has even degree. Okay, you need to remember the statement for objective question and for subjective obviously. Yeah, this Konigsberg bridge problem we have done, right? On the very first day or second day? First day, right?
Yes, ma'am. First day.
What was it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now this river and you have this land masses X, Y, Z, W, right? The city contains four land masses, right? Two on the bank of river and two islands. So, and these are bridges 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, connecting these land masses. So, what is the question? Whether any person could leave the home from suppose from X or from some one of these land masses, cross every bridge exactly once, and return to the home. The corresponding graph, whenever there is a bridge, you can connect them by edges and how X, Y, Z, W, these places you can take as vertices, right? And whenever these are connected by a bridge, means these are adjacent by edge. Okay, so the corresponding graph we can model the situation graphically like this, right? So this question is whether anyone leave this X and cross every bridge means cross every edge at least one, not at least exactly once, okay, and return to the home. Is it possible? Yeah, is it possible? If you're starting with any vertex, start with any vertex and travel every edge exactly once and return back to the vertex. That means you are trying to find a circuit that contains all the edges of G. Clear? Is it possible?
No,
This
ma'am.
means you are trying to find which circuit?
Eulerian circuit.
Eulerian circuit. So now the question is this graph Eulerian? Right? This
No,
question
ma'am.
can be asked in the same way. That is this graph Eulerian? Answer is no. Why not? Why not?
Ma'am, because we can't. Ma'am, because we can't return back to same vertex without repeating any edge.
Yeah, that is by definition or by looking at the vertex degree also you can tell me. Degree is odd, na? That's why we did that theorem so that you can use. If degree is even, only then it will be Eulerian graph. Otherwise, not. Right? That is both
Yes,
way
ma'am.
case. So degree here you have odd, right? Means not even. Degree is not even for all the vertices. So that's why does not exist any Eulerian circuit. It is not Eulerian. Okay? That's why this situation is not possible. Okay, so it was looking very complicated over here, and once you model this as a graph, then it becomes very easy, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Does there exist any Eulerian trail?
No, ma'am.
Why? For Eulerian trail
Ma'am,
to
because
exist,
three
we
vertices
should
are
have
odd. Two odd vertices.
exactly two odd vertices. But here we have more than two odd vertices, right? All odd degree. Degree of x is 3.
Three.
Degree of y is 3, degree of z is 3, and degree of w is 5.
5.
So we don't have any that is exactly two odd vertices. That's why no Eulerian trail exists. Okay. Now one more interesting thing is I think you used to draw this without lifting your pen, right? In your childhood or like that.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
can you draw the following figure without lifting your pen and without redrawing the same line again?
Yes, ma'am.
No, no, ma'am, it is not possible
Not
No, ma'am,
possible.
not
Why is it
possible.
not possible?
Odd
because
vertices.
yes,
Because in graph theory, it can be this can be modeled as just take these as points, that is vertices, and is it Eulerian? Not right. It is
Yes,
not
ma'am.
Eulerian. That's why it is not possible. And what about if I remove one edge? That is this one or this one. Can you draw this one?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
This graph is not Eulerian, but what about Eulerian trail?
Yes, ma'am, Eulerian trail.
Exist, right? So here I wanted to ask that wherever you started, you should end up that at that point only, right? So that is this graph is Eulerian or not? So here I'm just asking, can you draw this figure without lifting your pen?
Yes, ma'am, we can draw.
So, yes, obviously yes. So what is the degree of all these? Earlier it was 555. Now it is here it is 4, 4, 5, 5. So where you should start?
From A.
From A or B, anything. Okay. So A, clear?
Yes,
We're
ma'am.
ending up at B. So you can draw without repetition of edges as well as without lifting the pen. Okay. So that's all about 1.2. Now we'll discuss about these exercises. Before that, any doubt? What we discuss in this 1.2 lesson?
No, ma'am, no doubt.
We have discussed, we started with walk, path, and trail, circuit cycle, right? And then we discuss about components and all that, right? Decomposition, that one by one only. And Eulerian circuit, cut as set vertices of the circuit, and uh, maximum path, maximal path, right? And then Eulerian graph, that is Eulerian circuit, as well as Eulerian trail, and some theorem based on this. And we had one lemma that is every vertex of G has degree at least 2, then G contains a cycle. Yes. Then we use this statement to prove the next statement for that Eulerian graph, that G, a connected graph G is Eulerian if and only if contains all the even vertices. That means all the vertices should have even degree. Okay, and this is if and only if case. Okay, and for Eulerian trail, exactly two odd vertices should be there, and with one vertex you should start, and at the another vertex it will end. Okay, so if done, then you can start with this one. Determine whether the statements are true or false. Every disconnected graph has an isolated vertex.
No, ma'am, false.
Give me counterexample. Give me counterexample.
Ma'am, P3 union P2.
P3 union P2. Obviously, no isolated vertex. This union this. This is the Z graph, and here you don't have any vertex, which is isolated. And what do you understand by isolated vertex?
Degree 0.
Degree 0. So you don't have any degree 0 vertex. Here 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Right? So like this, any counterexample you can give. Okay. So this is false. Obviously, you can give some examples for disconnected graph which have isolated vertex, but this is not happening to all the graph. Okay, that's why in general it is not true. Yeah. Next is a graph is connected if and only if some vertex is connected to all other vertices. And what do you understand by connectedness? Connected graph? What do you understand by connected graph?
There is a walk between any two vertices.
Yes, or you can just say there is a path between because every block contains a block, right? So G contains a path in every two vertices, or every two vertices are connected in G. So if every two vertices are connected, then you can take any one vertex, and that will be connected to all other vertex, right? So you can choose particular vertex. Actually, this statement is true. If every two vertices are connected via some path, right? So you can take some vertex, okay, and that will be connected to all other vertices, right? Via some other path. Okay. Some vertex is connected to all other vertex. That's true, right? And if some vertex is connected to all other vertex, that is, if there is existing a path between one vertex to every other vertex. Okay, there is a path from one vertex to every other vertex. So via this vertex only, you can find any path between every two vertex. Okay. Suppose from this vertex to y you want to go, so you can take this path via this one and this one, right? From this vertex, if you wanna go, then this path you can take, and from this vertex, then via v you can join any two vertex. Any two vertices are connected via v. Understood? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
That's true, and we have done this. Yeah. A set of every closed trail can be every closed trail means circuit. Okay. Partitioned into a set of cycles. And what do you understand by partitioning? The partitioning set, whatever a set is partitioned into two or more subsets of this one, then no element should repeat. This is the disjoint union of all the sets is giving you the same set for which these are partitioned, right?
I didn't get.
Partitioning means anything. Here a set is there, so any set for partitioning. Partitioning is like decomposition. Okay, means you can't repeat the things in that. And if you join, then you are getting the whole things back. Okay, that is for any
Okay,
set
ma'am.
A, you have AI is the subsets. Okay, and then AI intersection some other aj, both are the subset of this one, that should be empty, means there should be nothing in intersection. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
empty.
Okay.
Okay, and if you take the union of all these ai, I is running from 1 to, suppose it has k, so 1 to k, then you are getting back a. Understood? And this set is the partitioning of this A. Okay, this A1, A2, A3, and all these are partitioning A into K sets. Okay. Now tell me, it is asking about edge set. Okay. Try to draw some close trail, that is circuit, and check whether you are able to partition some cycles or not. Or this question can be also asked as every circuit can be decomposed into cycles. Yes? Can you decompose every circuit in cycle? Use the word decomposition. Yes? Tell me, what do you understand by decomposition? Yes?
Ma'am, false.
False. Okay, can you explain? Can you give me any counterexample? If it is false, give the counterexample. Otherwise, give the proof. Right? Is how you are saying false?
No, ma'am, true, true. It's not false,
It's
true.
it's true. So explain it how. See, there are two things only, either it is false or it is true. So you need to explain in either case.
Ma'am, I cannot find any counter example, so I think it's true.
Uh, and which type of circuits you are taking? Yes. Yes, tell me. See, circuit. I mean, either it is just means circuit means what? Closed trail. Closed trail means no repetition of edges there, right? Clear.
Yes, ma'am.
So if no repetition of edges, then either it will look like a cycle or it will be a cycle meeting at some points, right? Right. This is the cycle circuit. So if it is only a cycle, CN type, then no worry. Obviously, a set of that circuit will be a set of cycle, right? If it is kind of CN, right? If not, then it will be combination of cycles, right? And how combination? Those are meeting at some point. Okay, clear? Hmm? So can you partition this circuit into some cycles? Yeah. Obviously, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
C3 is there, C4 is there, and another C4 is there, right? So like this, any number of cycle or any type of cycle you can partition. And partitioning, decomposition or partition you can just say. And decomposition means no repetition of edges will be there. That is, you cannot take this to this, this to this to this, and then right. And obviously that will not become a cycle if you are repeating the edges. So either it will look like a it's true. If it is a type of cycle that is no vertex is repeating, then it's cycle only. Okay. If vertices are repeating, then it will be combination of cycles. Clear? And edges set will be edge set of this cycle. Union with edge set of this cycle. Union with edge set of this cycle. Right? Clear? If no repetition of vertices, then edge set will be same. That means we are able to write edge set of this circuit as the asset of cycle. That is same. If repeats, then that will be take first cycle, then take the asset, union with second cycle, union with its set of third cycle, right? And like this, you will be completing all the edges of circuit. Clear? Is there any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Next, this one. If a maximal trail, first you need to give me the definition of this word and the difference from maximality. Yeah. Trail in a graph is not closed, then its endpoint have odd degree. This is you need to prove P implies Q na. And for this one, you can also prove because this is similar as negation Q implies negation P, right? You can also prove the equivalent statement. That is, it's contrapositive. That means if the endpoint of any trail does not have odd degree, means have even degree, right? Then the trail is closed, right? Then it will be circuit. Clear? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, it is true or not? Yes, anyone? If it is true, give the explanation. Otherwise, give the counterexample.
Ma'am, can I prove it with contradiction? Hello, am I audible? Yes, ma'am, now audible.
Yes, ma'am. Audible.
Yes.
Yeah, you are discussing this question.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me. Either you can tell me the proof for this one or proof for this one. Explain.
Ma'am, it's true.
It's true.
Yes,
Why?
ma'am.
Explain.
Ma'am, suppose if there is a graph, there is a maximal trail in a graph which
Hmm.
is not close, but yet its degree is even.
Hmm.
Then, ma'am, we can extend it.
Yeah, you can extend it. Then it will not be maximal, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Or if it that is, or it will be forming a circuit,
Yes,
right?
ma'am. Close trail.
So either it will not be a maximal, or if or it will be close, right?
Circuit. Yes, ma'am.
That's why it is true. Or you can also explain by this one, that is, if the endpoints of a maximal trail have not odd degree, means have even degree, then it is closed, right? Means to say maximal trail is there and with even endpoint, that will form a closed circuit, that will form a circuit na, and obviously that is closed. Okay? Either this way or this way. I think you can prove it. So here I think it is do not have odd degree. Yeah, yeah. Here we have just proved by this one. Okay, this one. Or for P implies Q, you can take a maximal trail is not closed. This you need to take. That means not close means its endpoint are not same, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So if it is maximal, we cannot extend it. Clear? And it is starting from this first point Okay, and if it is again coming back to, it has to leave. Okay, and similarly it is ending at V, and if it is again encountering this one, it has to come back to this one. So every time in between it is encountering how many edges that is counted in its degree, even times, but this one is making this odd, right? And this first time whenever it leaves the U vertex, then it leaves it makes it odd, right? So the degree will be odd, and everything in between it will be even. Clear? Because whenever it comes, it has to go. Okay. Starting or ending point से ही I mean starting point से start हो रही है, that is giving you odd, right? And in between if it is coming and going, so that is even only. So even plus one odd, and same is happening with V. Okay, it is finally coming to the V. It is not leaving. That's why odd. I hope it is clear. So this concept we have been discussing since circuit yesterday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. This one, determine whether K4 contains the following. K4 graph is what?
Square with diagonals.
Complete graph with four order, right? Four vertices. Every two vertices are adjacent. This one. Or you can also draw like this. Clear? Both are K4. A walk that is not a trail. Can you find? A walk that is not a trail means uh, you need to repeat the edges, right? Then it will not become a trail. Tell me a walk that is not a trail. Come on, this is very simple. Any walk in which edges are repeating, right?
Yes, ma'am. A, B, D, B, C.
A, B, D, B, C. Yes. And the simplest one is A, B, A, B. You can only be on the same edge, right? And whatever you said, A, B, you need to just repeat one edge. That's it. Okay. That is, you can take any walk, right? That is not a trail because edge repeat, right? Yeah, a trail that is not closed and is not a path means you need to find open trail in which vertices repeat. Only then it will not become a path.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me. Find any trail which is not a path and
Ma'am,
open trail.
ma'am. A, C,
A, C,
D, A,
D, A,
B.
B. Yes. So this is the trail where you are only repeating the vertex, not the edges, and you have A is first endpoint, and at B it is ending, right? It begins at A and ends at B. So it is not closed as well as not path because of A. Okay. So how you will write this? A, C, D, A, B. Clear? There are many of this kind. Yeah, a closed trail that is not a cycle. A closed trail that is not a cycle. A closed trail, that is any circuit. We are not going for the Eulerian circuit or so. Any circuit you can just tell me, which is not becoming a cycle. There's all kind of circuit over here are, tell me, are these one only? This C3, this C3, this C3, this C3. Anything else? Kind of every closed tail, either it will be kind of cycle or it will be combination of cycle, right? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Like this. So does this kind of structure, any of this part, exist in K4?
No, ma'am.
Are two cycles only meeting at a point? Exist this kind of structure? Two or more cycle? No, right? These are sharing edges, not only point. If two or more edges are some points, then it will become a circuit. Otherwise, if these are sharing edges, it will not become a circuit, right? So then only the circuit are C3. Clear? And what are these? This one, this one, this one, this one, 3C3, 4C3, and also C4 exists. C4 exists or not?
Yes, ma'am, exists.
Obviously exists, right? How? A, B,
ACB.
C.
A, C, B, D, A.
Yeah. A, C, B, D, A. Yes. And also this one, this one, this one, this one. So whatever the cycle which which contains all the vertices, that is your C4. So this K4 either contains C3 or C4, not the combination of these meeting at a point. This shares a 2C3 shares an edge. Okay, that's why either these are C3, C4, and all are cycles in this K4 only. If some other graph would be there, kind of this one, obviously there exists some closed trail, that is circuit, which is not a cycle, right? But in K4 does not. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah, this will cover your 1.1 as well as 1.2. This question itself. G is a graph with vertex set. Its vertex set is 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 15. 15 vertices it has. That means order is 15. In which I and Z are adjacent if and only if their GCF, greatest common factor, exceeds 1. Okay? Greatest common factor exceeds 1. Count the number of components. First you need to draw the graph. Only then you will be able to count the components, right? And determine the maximum length of a path. First you need to draw the graph. These are vertices. Edge set. Tell me edge set. For graph, you need vertex set as well as edge set, na?
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me edge set. Where it is given? Edges. Is edge set given or not? Hmm? There is a relation given. On the basis of that, you can find the edge set, right? And that what is that relation? I and J are adjacent, right? If I and J are coming from 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 15. I and j are adjacent, so there will be an edge between I and j if and only if their greatest common factor exceeds 1. For example, if I take 1 and 2, 3, 4 up to 15, there will not be any edge. Okay, because greatest common factor will be 1 only. 2 with 4, 2 with all the even. Greatest common factor is what? 2. 2 with 4, greatest common factor is 2. Right? 2 with 6, again 2. 2 with anything, greatest common factor is what? 2, na?
Two.
So 2 will be adjacent to all the even. Clear? 8, 10, 12, and 14. Clear? So there is a no edge from 1 to anything. So there is first as 2 to 4. Okay? And then 2 to 6 is there. 2 to 8 is there, and so on. Like this, you can form the edges. So tell me, for 3 will be adjacent with 3 will be adjacent with
6.
the first number is 6. Then
9.
not with 7, not with 8, 9. Yes, it has greatest common factor is 3. So that is greater than 1. So it will be adjacent. So 3 will be adjacent with 6, 9,
12.
12, 15, right? And 2 we have seen, all the even number. Means 3 will be adjacent with all its multiples, right? Yeah. What about 4? 4 will be adjacent with 2, that is already considered in case of 2. 4 with 6, right? 4 with 6, 4 with 8, 4 with 10,
10.
4 with 10,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, 4 with
4 with
12,
12.
and 14, right? So there will be n as this one. Like this, 5, 5 with 10 and 15, right? 6, 6 with all the even numbers. 7, 7 will be adjacent with, yeah, 5 was with 10 and 15. Tell me 6 with all even. 7, 8 will be again
14.
all even. Means all the even numbers are forming how many even numbers over here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. These all will be adjacent, right? Because greatest common factor is 2, right? At least 2, right? That is greater than 1, you can just say. Greatest common factor everywhere, right? 7 will be adjacent with, or it will be isolated?
No, ma'am. Adjacent with 14.
14, right? Uh, what about all these odd numbers except 7? Then 8, obviously we have done. 9, 9 will be adjacent with
3.
all three, these one, right? 10, 10 will be adjacent with all the
All even.
evens as well as 5 and 15. Okay, that is coming from this one and this one, and 2 as well. 11, what about 11? 11 with every other number from 1 to 15, it has greatest common factor is
1.
1. So 11 will be isolated vertex. 12 will be adjacent with multiple of 3 as well as 2, right? All the even and this one. Yeah. About 13 isolated. 14 with 7 and all the even. 15 all the even and this 5, right? Coming from 5, 10 and all the even numbers, right? So how many isolated vertex? 2.
3.
And obviously 1.
And 1 also.
1 is there. So 3 isolated vertex. and one will be a connected part, right? So like this, if you draw this graph, then it will be this one. Okay? Isolated vertex are 1, 11, 13. Greatest common factor is 1. Okay? These are isolated, and the connected part is this one. So isolated we have drawn over here, here, here. So these are 3 components here and 1 component here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now maximal path, there will exist P2, P12, and how? You can start with this one, and as it is covering all the vertices, because three are left here, right? So rest are 12 now. You can find a path that covers all the vertices, right? That will be your P12, and length will be 11. Clear? Okay. And we have here degree of every vertex except 7, that is the degree of 11 vertices is at least 2. So we can also find C11 cycle passing through all the vertices except 7, right? Because through 7 it would pass if it would be like that, right? Means at least degree 2 we need. So there will exist C11 with length 11. So either it is maximal cycle or maximal path, both are having length 11. Clear? How many components it has? 4, right? So that's it for today. I stop here. Thank you all. We'll continue from here only.